has an appointed that's miqata. Naam.
يوم أفواجا
an appointed that's miqata. Naam.
يوم أفواجا
يوم ينفخ في الصور فتأتي and you will come afwaja in multiple different classes, different geographies, different whatever. Afwaja, afwaja, afwaja. Naam.
فكانت أبوابا
And the sky or the heaven then will be open.
وسيرت الجبال
And just like a mirage. You know mirage? Is mirage water? It's not water. It does like a mirage. The farther you go near the mirage, if anybody feels he will drink from mirage, then he will die out of that plan. Any non-believer that doesn't believe Allah, whatever he does is waste of time. وَالَّذِينَ
أَمْثَالُهُمْ كَسَرَابٍ بِقِيعٍ أَمْثَالُهُمْ كَسَرَابٍ
an illusion. That is mirage. So one sha'ir says, لَقَدْ خَابَ سراب شرابها زوت زهرة كان السراب شرابها. Any plant it dries away. Naam.
مرصادا.
This is من جهنم. نعوذ بالله من جهنم. Allah says, إن جهنم مرصادا has been lying in wait for its prey. That is mirsada. The hellfire part of the munafiq, you see a Muslim just waiting hereafter for somebody's world. Eat it without paying back. Some behavior to your neighbors is lying and waiting. وتقول هل مزيد. Give me the ayah.
يوم نقول لجهنم هل امتلأت.
Allah says in surah number 50, surah to Qaf, when we shall say هل من مزيد, it will be said to her, are you okay, Jahannam? Have you taken your full? Are you full? It will ask, هل من مزيد? Any addition? There are two meanings to this. Despite what I have eaten, there are still criminals, Ya Rab. How dare people disobey Allah? That's the first meaning. So there are more still, Ya Rab. That is number one. Or it is asking out. I need more, Ya Rab. I want to crush more. In either case, isn't good for them. وتقول هل من مزيد
للطاغين مآبا
للطاغين مآبا. But for the transgressors, الطاغين الذي طغى. الطاغين is from طغى. إنا لما طغى الماء حملناكم في الجارية. When the water crosses the boundary. So the one doing طغاوة is somebody crossing Allah's boundaries. Stop here, you go. That is الطاغين. So we pray we are not among the طاغين, inshallah ta'ala. So Allah is saying, لِلطَّاغِينَ مَآبَ. They are returning back because ma'aba is from al-awb. نعم.
لابثين فيها أحقابا.
لابثين منصوب بالفتحة بإتيان الياء حال لأنه حال والحال منصوب في كل وقت. لابثين فيها أحقابا means ages, unending. According to the Aqidah of Ahlul Sunnah, the paradise, there are some heretical people, bid'ah, and the hellfire. They are lying against the teeth. If it is Jannah, it's permanent. Oh Allah, grant Al-Jannah to us out of your mercy. What is needed. Yeah. Next ayah.
لا يذوقون فيها بردا ولا شرابا.
لا يذوقون فيها بردا ولا شرابا. In hellfire, no any coolness, ولا شرابا, no anything to be drunk, no any drinking. This is very difficult. Nothing cold and nothing to be given to them for them to drink. To soothe their difficulty. Naam.
إلا حميما وغساقا.
Their food will be just hot water. Scalding water. Scald. S-C-A-L-D-I-N-G. Scalding. Ferociously, dangerously hot. Burning. That's the food. وَغَسَاقًا. The essence is a mixture of contaminated blood. An offensive and unbearable smell. That is ghasaq. La ilaha illallah. Na'udhu billahi min.
وفاقا.
The deed, it was done to them. It's a tit for tat. It's a good game they say in the world here. As you do, you shall see. Just like a student in a university. Is that correct? In Africa, when the rainfall has arrived, rainy season, we call it Damina, people in the villages rush to the farmlands, isn't it? According to your commitment in planting, the expectation of your harvest, unless if something happens out of Allah's power. Somebody planting 3 sacks of, say, rice, full of seedlings. We expect the one with 3 sacks to have what? A bumper. He that works hard, there are chances of getting bigger. So they are saying the law of nature respects nobody. Is that correct? 8 o'clock. There are chances of you waking. Wifaqa. Tell you this. If I should bring a cup of tea, is it big? Big? All right. I bring teacup with water inside it. But the water, and I bring 10 cubes. I drop 1 cube in the water. The second cube, the third, the fourth. Is reducing or increasing? Or reducing? Water, the liquid, receding, or is it getting increased?
The water remains the same.
Really? I'm talking about, no, I'm talking. I keep on dropping. I drop 1 cube. Are you telling me that the liquid of the water itself will remain the same? I'm not talking about the taste. I'm talking. Oh, okay. If it gets increased, that means the cube is not absorbing it.
Yeah, it will decrease.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Is that correct? That's what I'm saying. The first cube will just second, the third. Let's say I'm just dropped into about 20 cubes. The quantity of water will definitely get decreased. Because the cube is what? Is absorbing. You'll take it without any touch of water. That is called what? Saturation point. In science. Catch me. You get me? So don't decreased. That is simple law of nature, they say. But I say, simple law of nature created by the maker of the nature. Don't tell me Mother Nature. Who created the nature itself? So I am saying everything has a simple law. Your car has 260 speedometer. 260. And you're cruising at. Here you say what? Not 100, 25. But you are just running dangerously. Somebody, a'udhu billah, may Allah protect, and he is dead. Did Islam ask you to behave in this way? Things are in their proper order. Snake is created by chicken in your room. The chicken, why? They are all made by Allah. Simple rule. If you tell me snake is my friend because it's Allah's creation, okay, try it. You will see how that friendship is going to be. So Allah has given common sense to determine what is good and what is bad. I am saying in the light of this ayah, everything has its own. Surah today? It's not possible. Next ayah.
يرجون حسابا.
You see, we've talked in the light of jaza and wifaqa, cause and effect. إنهم كانوا لا يرجون حسابا. Because the unbelievers, a day of accounting, come when you are going to stand before Allah on personal accountability.
وكذبوا بآياتنا كذابا.
Emphatic denial, because وكذبوا بآياتنا كذابا. الفعل بنفسه must. So they deny our verses emphatically. نعم.
أعطيناه كتابا.
وكل شيء أحصيناه كتابا has been enumerated in writing. Your years in this on the face of earth. Drink with Allah has been calculated. It's not by Allah. You are breathing. Kitaba in writing. Nothing. You are walking. Kitaba, test. Adhaba, but chastisement, but punishment. Now.
إن للمتقين مفازا.
إن للمتقين مفازا. Certainly for the righteous ones, for those who fear Allah, for those who keep their duties to Allah, mafaza, have a righteous prosperity, endless bliss, because mafaza is ism al-mafaza. اللهم اجعلنا من الفائزين. Next ayah. MashaAllah, he is saying, since the ayah is talking about Al-Jannah, let's light on Al-Jannah there, inshallah. This reminds me of when his Qari.
Jazakumullahu khairan.
Wa iyyakum.
Brothers and sisters in Islam, it is our turn to give dearly to the masjid, inshallah, before we go to our Q&A session. As the Sheikh has just explained to us, please give dearly for Ramadan. Everybody should try. Give your quota every single day, because this is the month of multiplication. Anything that you give, you get is in multitudes. So please give. We have barely a week or so to go out of Ramadan. So let us compete with it. Please. And then we keep on reminding our brothers and those who want to try and see the management or write your name on the board, and inshallah is going to be taken care of. So please, fi sabilillah, fi sabilillah, lillahi wa rasuli, fi sabilillah. And then we keep on praying. I always pray that health, long life, and then help his family to make him strong, and may Allah add more. Without the help of Allah, none of us could be able to even come here and listen the way he explained the Quran. May Allah bless all of us, inshallah. We go to the questions straight away. Assalamu alaikum, ya Sheikh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Idda, that is the confirming period, then all of a sudden he dies. Will she inherit him?
Okay, in the first instance, if the man divorces his wife, are you saying Okay, once you are doing the iddah, the waiting period, and the man dies, will she inherit him? It depends on the category of the divorce. The category of the divorce. All right? Divorce is of two. There is talaqun raj'i ala marhalatayn, baynuna sughra wa baynuna kubra. So if the divorce is once, time, that is number one. And she is within the yes, she is going to do iddah for him, and he will surely inherit her. She has finished. ترون أزواج يتربصن لا divorce, they should wait for 3 consecutive bloods. She has finished it. Though you can marry her back, but you didn't until she has finished the cycle, then you die. There is no iddah on her. Is that clear? Divorce has to be revocable, raj'i, and before the completion of the cycle of 3 bloods. Wallah.
May Allah increase your knowledge. My question is, if I pray the witr prayer during the first part of the night, and then I wake up at the end of the night, how should I pray? That is the time.
Witr is done but once in a night. You do not do it twice a day. Okay.
No.
If you feel you have the agility, the capacity, the ability to do more, well, but you cannot do another witr. Wallahu a'lam wa bihi tawfiq.
Thank you. Assalamu alaikum, ya Sheikh.
Wa alaikum assalam.
May Allah increase your knowledge.
Wa iyyakum.
What are the times when the during prayer?
If you after a takbir, he raises his hands. Raising the hand, there are 3 styles. To this level. That is a sunnatic practice. Above the shoulder level, reaching your ears. Did the ear? The ears region. Not Allahu Akbar. No, Allahu Akbar. This is the most appropriate way, Allahu Akbar.
Be done all throughout the prayer.
And that is mandatory.
No.
But the remaining ones, the scholars differ on that. Some go by saying, whenever you rise up, raise your hand. لكل خفض لكل نهوض وخفض رفع. Every standing and going down, you should. Every going down raises his hand. But Abu Hanifa did it only once. So Abu Hanifa, like a bird, every time raise a hand. Fortunately, you failed to fly you. They were just like mates. So just to tell you, the first one is the one mandatory. But the remaining, so we are of the view, there are some places you raise your hand. After the one, so when going, you raise your hand. Allahu Akbar. Sami Allahu liman habida, Rabbana lakal hamd. Allahu Akbar. All right? Allahu Akbar. Some say, when you rise for this, Allahu Akbar, rise. That is scholars differ. If you don't do it, your prayer is not that bad. It's not. The first one is there to be captured. I think last year we took time to conduct class on Sifat Salat al-Nabi here. Yes, next.
Yeah, Sheikh, Salaam alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa
Yeah,
rahmatullah.
Sheikh, I enjoy the tafsir for the whole of this month.
Barakallah fiqh.
And then I just want to know which is your favorite surah in the whole Quran, and if possible, why, please?
All of the Quranic surahs are my favorite. Why does not even arise. Next.
Thank you so much. So far, these are the questions we have online. So our brother here, please, from the masjid congregation. Bismillah. Yeah,
Are
Sheikh,
women allowed to visit graveyards? This reminds me some 2 years back, 2016 precisely, when I was in the city of Hartford, you're in Connecticut.
please.
A brother died, Abdul Rashid. May Allah have mercy on him. May Allah forgive him and forgive the family he left behind.
Amen.
A nice young man. He died in Connecticut here. And I was there. From New York here, we went to Connecticut for the burial. Point is, we were. So I told the congregation, allow me to go and see. My sisters, you here? When I began to talk, one of them took to her heel, run away, because she heard the negative consequence. This links me to your question. The judgment is that if it is frequent, the hadith says, لَعَنَ اللَّهُ الزَّوَّارَاتِ. May Allah's curse be visit to the graveyard. Okay, to what extent do we say it's not constantly? It's good we know this. Is it once in a month? In a year? Man can go to the graveyard as many as wishes, but a woman, according to Sharia, should once in 3 months. That can be okay. But every now and then, that can fetch for her Allah's anger, Allah's wrath. This also reminds me of a sister in a city here in one that led the prayer. We took him to the graveyard, and to my surprise, a woman was there. I talked to her. I said, no, he's my brother. Can't I go there? He said, I am talking Quran, you are talking emotion. Giving you ayah. If you insist, you're pick him out. Maintain your brother. I am telling you next, the text. You're trying to just kind of. That is how ignorance acts in some people. A woman can go, but not constantly. So my understanding, if it is once or 3 months, it's okay. Why can't you remain in the home? Pray for the dead body. Doesn't make any difference. Maintain the rule. Don't say why. The laws in your country, you cannot ask why. You abide by it and you're asking because you are intelligent.
This person, yeah, Sheikh. Yeah, he said he
Go
has
on.
2 questions.
He owes somebody money. Is that all?
No.
Somebody's money is with him. He owes somebody money, but unfortunately, his money back. What should he do? That is why when taking somebody's money loan, you do everything necessary. Nowadays, phone number, even use email in case of death. In case of any, I'm sorry, we are careless. We just don't pay attention. I can be careless. The man, I take his money, he takes mine. Not, I don't know his whereabouts. Now I am left with worry. A believer becomes worried. Yeah. That's all. I'm going to eat it because of absence of iman. If you see, what can I do? You have two things. You either take the money, give it sadaqah. Don't eat a single cent out of it. Give it sadaqah to the masjid. Don't set biscuit or sweet for your kids. Don't. That is number one. Or take it to any Sharia-based institution. These are the two things. If you give sadaqah out of it and tomorrow the guy returns, I have been waiting for you, you didn't come. I have given the money as. He says, well, I don't have the intention of giving sadaqah, my money. So give it to him. The road of sadaqah is credited in your own account. Next.
Somebody gave me the property, like a merchandise, I keep in my house for like 15 years.
I have said, somebody give you the 15 years, you can't find him. Did you take his information? His particulars? Allahu Akbar. Okay, like I've said. Allahu Akbar. Here in New York? The same thing I have said. Keep on keeping the money. Keep on keeping the money or the property until such a time that we feel maybe all hopes are dashed. So 15 years is long time enough to dispose of it. How do you dispose of it? I told you the way. Well, this property, tell the family, look, I don't want to live. Allahu Akbar.
Write his number and stuff. In this country, all of us who have worked, if you go to next of kin,
Allahu Akbar. See?
and his number,
You see now?
in case something happens to you, they contact the relations. So as
This
our
is
Sheikh
Islamic
said,
system. Even next of kin. Something happens, they can call you. It's very important. So please, we as Muslims should know this is part and the parcel of our teachings. You are taking a loan. إن إلى أجل مسمى فاكتبوا وليكتب بينكم كاتبا بالعدل آية 282 سورة
please, brother. Okay.
People like drive car. Somebody left stuff in your car, and he left. You don't know where to find it. What do you do?
Yeah, that is quite different. If somebody is driving a cab, you carry passengers, somebody leaves behind his cellular phones, what do? That's a very important thing. You
take it to the prison,
okay.
or you take it to the garage. If the person has a ticket or receipt, he will use the receipt to call 311, and they will mention your medallion number. Call the driver and ask you to look in the car if there is a phone or something in the car. So,
no, but sometimes these things don't exist. You pick somebody, he pay cash, he left something in the car, he left.
but I'm telling you, this is the system. You give it to the person. You give it to the.
I'm talking of someone who left something in your cab. You don't give him receipt. He pay you cash. He jump out. He's gone.
You send it to the person. The system here. If you lose your phone,
No,
you go. Please. It's an example. It's an example. The system they did in this country. If you lost something, they have lost and fine. You go to the police station. They give you a form. You indicate all the items that are lost. If they find it, somebody brings it to the prison. You remember one Pakistani brother picked more than $200,000 at the back of his car. He went to the prison.
Wonderful.
And then they said, "Are you stupid?" He said, "No, that's not my money, and that's my religion. The money is not mine. It's for somebody." And they called the person, and the person came for the money. So that is Islam.
But in case the owner is not found,
That's their system. You are out of it.
wonderful. How many thousand you said? The man went back. Allahu Akbar.
Yes, about $250,000. He was on the news.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah. Subhanallah, Subhanallah. MashaAllah. Very courageous man, very courageous.
So please,
Somebody there?
last question, please.
Wa
Wa
alaikum
alaikum
salam.
Lost and found, yeah.
Oh, who brought it?
Allah.
Oh. Okay, in case, beautiful, in case after looking for the owner, it proved unsuccessful, they call you to the camp and just collect it. Now you apply Islamic law, the rule said. Simple. It comes back to you. You have already gone through the system of the nation. You are out of any trouble. Now it comes back to you, so apply your Islamic Sharia. اللهم اهدنا فيمن هديت وعافنا فيمن عافيت وتولنا فيمن توليت وبارك لنا فيما أعطيت وقنا واصرف عنا شر ما قضيت فإنك تقضي بالحق ولا يقضى عليك سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين